The two younger brothers, as I like to think of it, of our Indian CA qualification are ACCA and US CPA. And in this video, we are going to discuss the differences, the commonalities, and which of these two are the right course for you. So if this is the first time you're visiting our channel, then please do click subscribe. And as always, if you find any value, then please give us a thumbs up. Let's get started. ACCA is Global CA, CPA is US CA. ACCA you can start even after grade 10. CPA you need to have at least 1 year of your masters to really be eligible for CPA. So remember one thing, that if you are young right now, you can do ACCA and then CPA. So you are a global CA plus a US CA. And if you are already a chartered accountant or already a graduate with masters, then you might have to choose one of them, which we'll come to. Now coming to a little bit about the academic structure. Well, ACCA covers everything that our Indian CA covers. It covers accounts, which is international accounting. It covers tax, audit, financial management, costing. It has a business paper, and it's quite holistic. It's quite in-depth and rigorous. CPA, obviously, like a CA, covers accounts, covers audit, covers taxation, and recently there are changes to help you specialize in one of these three subjects, which is the fourth subject. It is much more about US, while it does have certain conceptual details. But yeah, lesser papers covering the details of the US economy. ACCA is an entire chartered accounting qualification. When it comes to the value, but both of them, first of all, let's talk about India, are almost equally recognized. Most companies that we are, and by the way, we have a massive placement team now where we know what these guys want. I was having a word with one of the big four recently. In fact, there's a chance that they might want to hire more of ACCAs or CPAs, even if they're semi-qualified, for multiple reasons that they have on scope, on learnings, on cost effectiveness for them. But the point is that the demand for both of these qualifications in India has risen, starting with companies like KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, EY, Grant Thornton, BDO. There are companies like Amazon, Apple. There are companies in the banks, your Standard Chartered, American Express, Indian banks like HDFC, Kotak, obviously international finance companies, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. All of these have known about these two qualifications, and depending on the role, they're open to hiring at package, depending on your experience, right? If you're a fully qualified ACCA or CPA, they can pay you anywhere of 7 to 8 lakhs minimum, range all the way up to 12 lakhs as a fresher. And we know people who are CFOs of 2,000 crore market cap companies who obviously have compensation in stocks, which is again going in crores, who are all ACCAs. And I also know very well to do CPAs. So this is first of all the value in India. Overseas, ACCA is very well recognized in a lot of countries like Dubai, Singapore, Australia, Canada, and obviously Europe. When it comes to the fee structure, I would say both will be around the same. You can get done start to end for both between 4 to 5 lakhs. However, in ACCA, if you have exemptions, which you can check out in our other video, based on the amount of exemptions, your fees for ACCA can lower. So these are the details. Now, what is the right option for you? Step 1, let's just think about the eligibility. What are you currently doing? What age, what background do you currently have? Essentially, if you're watching this and you've still not completed your graduation, you don't need to think any further, right? You only have ACCA as an option. And if you're going down this path, I think it's great because I personally have done it, so I know the value of it. However, if you are one of those who are eligible for both, which means you're a chartered accountant, or you are a graduate who've completed your masters and have a little bit of work experience, then is a good question to ask. So the way you answer this is, number 1, what is it that you are sure of doing? Do you want to stay in India? Do you want to move overseas? Is that overseas US? That will help you with step number 1. I would say if it's in India, then I've seen again ACCA as being more by default in demand. There are enough companies that give you a chance to start your career. If you want to go to the US, then obviously you do CPA. If you want to go to a country like Canada or Dubai or Australia or Singapore or anywhere, again, at least I've seen by myself that ACCAs from India get to all of these places. If you're a chartered accountant or you have another reason, right? You know that a company which you're working in is the way to get to the next level, or you want to switch your role to another company, and the way to get into that company with the package you want or the role you want, after a CA, you need to either do an ACCA or CPA. You should figure out and be sure by ensuring from the business heads or the HR heads of those companies that if I do ACCA or CPA, will I get where I want to be? And only then should you pick up one of these. Because if you just choose any one and then go, and you might be at the same, you might not get any incremental value, you might still be at the same value as you are as a CA. So when it comes to choosing, the best way would be that make the choice when from calculating backwards by knowing that if I do this, I will get here. And for that, I need to do either ACCA or CPA. So with this, I hope that you get some clarity. Again, each case is different. So if you're still unclear, leave it in the comments with your case. We'll hopefully try and answer you a customized answer for what should be your particular roadmap. And I hope that this gives you enough information to make a clear decision.